What is up, guys? TriforceCaboose here. Hope you all are doing well today. Stopping by before we look at a previous stream to send some love your way. I hope you guys all are doing well. If you want to talk with me live, I can be found over at twitch.tv/TriforceCaboose. Always streaming and having a good time. I'd love to chat and get to hang out with you. All the links for that and my social media will be down in the description below. And while you're down there, maybe take a second to hit the notification bell or the like button or the subscribe button. Always stay up to date on what I'm doing. I'd love to get to spend some time with you. But without me running my mouth, let's get right back into this video. But I hope you all are doing well. Be safe and be good people, my friends. We're going to be back on our BS, our book stuff. Not to be confused with our boat stuff. We left off at a wild time last night. Sayori's gone, and we kind of don't even remember she existed. What you think? Nice little opening scene, same as it's always been. Click the top above load game. Yeah. I see an annoying girl running from me in the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. However, I decided idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friends groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Daddy?
Monica?
Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Let's see what Swine sent here. You kind of left her hanging this morning. Oh!
Well, I hate that, Swan. Thanks.
The image of the exception meant as traceback text. You should check that out. What? Oh, jeez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a second. I can probably fix this, I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one making this so difficult. Well, here goes nothing. So it was canonically deleted from the game. Yeah, Monica definitely knew she was dead by the whole left ear hanging thing. You're not liking Monica.
I mean, at least she's still beautiful, right?
Where's she at on the tier list now?
Well, I don't even think she's allowed to be on it because you can't really even do anything.
So now it's just Natsuki. So Yuri's in second place now. Look at her moving on up. Yeah, Monica's sus. Call a meeting, Colt. We're on to her. We saw her vent.
She Edgar Allan Poe.
Monica killed Sayori and vented to the classroom.
I mean, let's be honest. A queen takes out those who oppose her and stand before her, so it's understandable.
My whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances and good fortune will surely find me. And I guess that starts with me writing a banging poem tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Cool. Can you hear me? I didn't really like that.
No.
Well, I'm back at the literature club.
Are we going to talk about that?
No, we're not going to talk about it.
We're not going to talk about it?
No.
We're just going to let it go?
Yeah.
We're slanted, right?
Yeah.
The backdrop's definitely slanted.
We're big slanted.
Got that big slant energy.
I know that if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
We're going to talk about this.
Does it bother you more that she's in front of the words and I can't read it, or the fact that she's small?
Thank you. I'll definitely read this.
You say as you lie through your teeth.
I enthusiastically take the book I never intend to read.
Let us read the dang poems. Where are our save files?
You looking for something in there?
Yeah, I'm looking for my save file. She's like...
She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. Tell me one thing, Daddy. Consider it a lesson straight from Literature Club.
You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I finish the whole series. Like, I didn't go back and play Metal Gear Solid 1 until after I finished The Phantom Pain, and then I went back and I played the remake, and I was like, oh no, Snake's too dummy thick, so I went back and played it on the NES, and it was not great.
It's just Mason.
Hey, are you paying attention? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the crap out of me if he found this.
The manga? Christ. That's a lot darker than he...
Okay, I did make jokes about her dad beating her, but this is kind of wild.
Yeah.
It looks like she's starting to fall asleep.
Hey, Natsuki.
Yeah. Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me.
Hey.
Wow, Natsuki, does that happen often?
Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monica reaches in her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately rips off the wrapper.
Yeah, it's just, here, have this, Natsuki. Why? You're not yourself when you're hungry?
Snicker satisfies. I told you not to give her. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. She has diabetes. Anyway, it's type 3. Why don't we share poems now? I'm like, type 3? Whose poem we reading first?
Give me that big Robert Frost energy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often.
Literally, whenever she said she has to try to eat as much dinner as she can, that's literally because she doesn't get fed.
Okay, the jokes we made about her being starved and beaten are real, and I don't like it.
I'm taking the Glock to her house.
We're gonna roll up with the Glock, that's it. No more knife fighting for Natsuki and Yuri. We're taking the knife fight to her dad. This is just a guess, but she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth.
You think so? You think that has something to do with it?
Between that and the beatings, I mean, hey, but some guys are into petite girls, you know? That's a backhanded comment.
Yeah.
Like, Colt, that's directed at you.
No.
She's like, she's malnourished and small, but it seems like for some reason you just love her.
Hey, Monica was who I wanted the whole time.
Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking, or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen.
Epiphany's discovering that she's a video game character. That's a good point.
An encore performance.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, and cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Oh, we're back on this argument. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking. You want to be edgy, lady? Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle's too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend.
Am I timed right now?
Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know? You want to prove anything, stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can only counterbalance your toxic personality by dressing and acting cute. The only true thing about you is how hard you try. Oh, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad, you already did, didn't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the frick is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Daddy hear everything you really think. I'm sure I'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns toward me as if she noticed I was standing here. Daddy, you're just trying to make me look bad. It's not true. She started it. Hey, Daddy, why don't we step outside for a little bit, okay? Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth with her desk with her palms on her forehead.
Yuri?
I didn't mean it.
I believe you.
I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, or did. Daddy, please don't hate me. Please? I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate you understand.
Yes, your next poem. You fickle kitty, with your vibrant skipping and your philosophy of singing, your eternal prayer would disown your wonderfulness. As you fear your giggles and journey together, the excitement and strawberry bubbles are sweet like anime. They are variants and extreme kisses upon lollipops. So are we going for Yuri or Natsuki?
We're going for Natsuki.
Okay, you're like, I don't want to accidentally mess it up and make Yuri happy, huh?
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe probably should have went for Yuri.
I promise I didn't mean anything as I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Jace.
What is it on your mind? I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you?
But... Oh, that mouth.
Yeah, I'm out on that.
I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it.
I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club.
Suppose so.
Ah, look at you hanging out with Yuri. You're like, you put me in a social contract, so I have to say yes.
Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday,
She's fine. She's reading over there, see?
That means I gotta go.
Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on now, we're going over there.
What's the story about anyway?
You kind of didn't have a choice, homie.
Yeah, I didn't pick her.
Well,
Basically, it's about this religious camp which was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turned them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets worse and worse, and they even start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. Have you ever played Resident Evil? I like your virus, G.
Oh, God.
You smack Mr. X in the back of the head and his fedora falls off. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Daddy? Oh, it's... You're like, it's not that. It's just Resident Evil 6 was really a downfall in the series.
I mean, I can definitely enjoy this kind of stories, so don't worry.
I'm upset. Leon's my favorite. But horrible things happen not because somebody wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people. And we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly...
Hey, don't
I
apologize.
said I'm sorry.
I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, that's a lot.
I really like Resident Evil 2. We have something we can build on.
You seem a little apprehensive.
I don't know what that word means.
She's supposed to be the smart one.
Everyone's got a secret. I'm sorry, I don't understand what the word means. It's not that I don't want you to sit next to me, but you just keep using big words. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. God, what kind of laser ass she got? Sorry. I was just breathing in the feeling of your body heat. You're not as used to reading, right?
She got that look, but you want to come over and read? Don't bring a book. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. By the way, she's a loser and she dies.
She's like, really? What do you mean? You're like, well, I kind of hate this book. So, definitely not.
Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all.
That's what you were talking about? Sorry, I thought you meant something else about her.
Something else?
Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. What? That I don't like her face.
Yeah, that tiny eyeball. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little...
My breathing? Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. You thirsty girl. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom.
What on earth was that about?
Daddy, I was just making sure you didn't do anything to her.
Nothing.
Don't worry. I believe you, silly. Well, she might be a while, so I just figure we get started without her. Is that okay?
Yeah, I was just asking.
She's like, dump Yuri and get with me. Oh, you don't even get Yuri's.
Yeah,
Oh, these are your two best girls.
they are.
I never thought you were spending time with Yuri today. It's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Yeah, you should at least look over my poem. You probably learned something from it.
She's a Smash 64 player. See?
Cue her at home and you just hear the N64 controller and then her dad's like, you want that goddamn video game again? No, Dad, don't be. He's like, you want dinner? 1v1 me, Fox only, Final Destination, no items. She's like, Dad, no, stop, you're a pro. You win, son.
Daddy, why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Do you like Yuri more?
No, I promise.
I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Yuri is a sick freak. That should be obvious by now. Just play with me instead, okay? You don't hate me, Daddy. Do you hate me? You don't want me to go home crying? The club's the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it, please. Just talk to Yuri with me instead. With me.
How you feel?
I don't know. That wasn't the end.
You didn't read with her and she broke her neck.
Crunches when it crunches. That's why I love Nestle Crunch.
I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort.
That boy's thinking in 2044.
Honestly, yeah.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway.
My boys, look, if I can get them to like me at my worst, I can really impress them at my mid-best.
You want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. The colors. They want bright, beautiful colors. Flashing. All of our vowels are missing. Or not all of them because E's there, but expanding, piercing, EXPNDing. Red, green, blue. and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. Noise won't stop. Violent, grating, waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, laying a chalkboard on a turntable, like laying a knife on a breathing rib cage. Endless. I don't actually know that one. Pomade of meaninglessness. Delete her. You just cold pressing the delete key. I'm trying. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract and I forgot a lot of the letters. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Hey, gonna read yours for, It feels like anything written by you is a treasure. A national treasure, and I won't let Nicolas Cage get his hands on it. Oh, Jesus Christ. She wrote a goddamn Harry Potter book. Wheel. Rotating wheel. Turning an axle. Grinding. Bolt head. Linear gearbox. Falling sky. 7 holy stakes. A docked ship. Portal to another world. A thin hook tied to a thick rope or harness. Parabolic gearbox. Expanding universe. True controlled by slipping cogwheels. Existence of God. Swimming with open water in all directions. Drowning. A prayer written in blood. A prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes. A thread connecting all the living human eyes. A kaleidoscope of holy stakes. Exponential gearbox. A sky of exploding stars. God disproving the existence of God. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions. 40 gears on a ticking clock. A clock that ticks for 1 second every rotation of a planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks a second time. A ballad of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears to open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel.
Well, she's gone, and we miss her dearly.
There's a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeep. I also fed it with a bottle, and I tucked it in, and I named it Junior. I just really like the way that it writes.
Oh, it's one of them Sharpie pens.
So I wrote this poem with it. And now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... can we pretend this conversation never happened? You're like, absolutely. You can keep the poem, though.
Well, what about my pen?
I'm keeping the pen.
What happens if you say no to these?
I have no idea. I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency room. Alright, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit in front of the room. It is about the festival? Yeah, because we're already at the festival now. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? She thought she put a gun to her head. She put the Glock in her hand, and she's like, to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. And she's like, well, Monica, put the gun down. Do you really think anybody would join the club without any other people in mind? You never talked until Daddy joined. Sorry for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. Daddy isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're the only person who's interested in finding new members. Jesus, Natsuki. The rest of us are fine like this. I know that you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Daddy want to get new members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation. No, Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think everyone here saw it the same way I did?
That doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything.
Daddy, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it?
Well,
if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. It's not a crime to be honest. I mean, at least for a little bit of time. Wait, also, how is she here after her neck?
I don't think that happened.
Things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm running away. I'm going home.
I'm there, your dad's there.
I'd rather be there with Monica. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Who cares about that obnoxious brat. I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. You know, I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would even cry if she killed herself. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the right decision for the club.
I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the Literature Club a special place.
I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities and is special. She's dripping blood from the eye.
Yeah.
Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay, I look forward to it. Shall we go, Daddy? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat with Daddy for a little bit before we leave. Okay, whatever. I trust your judgment or whatever. In that case, I'll see the two of you. That's the wrong voice. In that case, she's like, in that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. Later, nerds. And then she pops her hat on and puts her glasses on and she gets her longboard out and skates out of class. God. Daddy, I just want to make sure you're enjoying your time at club. I'd really hate to see you unhappy. I feel like I'm kind of responsible for that as president, you know? You like the background?
Yeah.
And I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing other girls give you a hard time. I mean, with Natsuki and everything, and you being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. How you feeling so far?
Well, we get to spend time with our girl Monica now, so it's great.
You still think she's best girl?
Well, I think she's an unavailable girl is the problem.
If she was available, would you be after her?
Probably so, yeah.
Please say psych.
She only wants what's best for you.
That's bull crap, dude.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean?
She's jealous. That's what it is.
There's some things I've been hoping to talk with you about. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why... Wait, not yet. No.
I don't know if this part even matters, because last time I didn't really get the option.
Why don't you just randomize it? Gonna read it to the goddamn club tomorrow. Gonna have a good...
Do you see that?
Ooh. Colt, how did you write 1,111,111?
Because I clicked one for Monica.
What?
Yeah. Let's see if we can get her again.
Well, I wonder which one's Monica.
Probably this.
Socks.
I don't think I was supposed to choose that.
You should have chose socks. Yeah, I had no... Hi, Daddy. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue eating? I brought my best tea today. Monica, I told you not to... Are you really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your inconsistent yelling? Yelling. What are you talking about? You said it like I did on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? Sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know it's something we're gonna do together. Natsuki? Nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machine or something? Oh, she's making fun of her not being able to eat.
Yeah. She's crying.
Well, yeah. Oh, man. Anyway, Daddy, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Oh. Is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Daddy is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica? Oh, she's spitting in the devil's face. Thank you for understanding, Monica.
It also skipped automatically.
Actually, I have a request. You mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of joe. I think we should call it, like, where coffee's a cup of joe, I think we should call tea a cup of Tim.
I mean...
Give me a nice cup of Tim. Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Oh, it's hot.
God, there's Tim everywhere. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Whereas she stutters inconsistently when she speaks, she walks like a normal person. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. May I have the water pitcher? Thanks. I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. 10 minutes pass. What's she have to do? Go to the goddamn water plant to get the frickin'... Is something holding her up?
Oh, Monica went and stopped her from filling the thing up.
I started heading down the hallway. Ha 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 ha. What's that noise? Wacky times around this school. I guess I'll go around the corner. Was the water too hot? Did Yuri spill Tim everywhere? I reach the corner and peer around it.
Yuri?
Oh.
She's back to her old ways. She's filling an old way.
Filling it away. It just rewounded us.
Yeah.
Yuri fetches a teapot and begins measuring the Tim leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming to herself.
You must be in a good mood now.
Didn't cut my wrist. Never happened. She's got a hidden blade. She's an assassin. She's like, I'm still trying to figure this thing out. I'll tell you. She got it all backwards and it keeps cutting up the arm. And she's like, oh, this wasn't like the games at all. I watched Yuri pour a nice cup of Tim for both of them. Daddy, I have another request. You mind if we sit on the floor today?
Why is that?
Because I saw you do it with Let Natsuki, and I just want to show you I'm better than her.
It's a little bit easier on my back. I'm tired of carrying this game on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I'll do my best to manage it.
Is that so? Wonder why that is.
It's most likely because my
Posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading?
Yes, I have terrible reading posture. Ha ha.
Oh, I have some chocolate as well.
Oh, just happen to have chocolate? That's a whole bag of chocolate candy. I take it, since I know it'll go well with the Tim.
No, it won't.
Colt, this game wants you to believe that sweets and tea go together. As if in sync, we assume the reading position, same as last time, holding each one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. Your Tim cup. Yuri hands me my Tim cup. Holding it with my hands, not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Yeah, I'm making a cup of Tim a thing. You go to like KFC, let me get a sweet Tim. Yuri opens the book with both hands.
A new way.
Stop. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her... She's biting that chocolate like Squidward bites a Krabby Patty. There is no way she has enough grip there to hold that chocolate. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. I'm allergic to chocolate. I'm gonna break out in hives. Where's my Daddy, get my EpiPen.
I guess I shouldn't have done that.
Yuri starts to breathe heavily. She's just like... She's breathing so heavy, like the chocolate, like when she exhales, blows out. Then when she breathes in, she sucks it back in. So it's like... Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My Tim cup gets knocked over. Daddy, my heart won't stop pounding, Daddy. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Can you feel it? Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. She's got them Steve Buscemi eyes. She could do it again?
Thank you, Monica.
It's time to share poems.
We gotta get away from Yuri for a few minutes.
Yuri's last on the list. Sorry, I didn't find any quarters under the vending machine, but this poem's alright. This poem means a lot to me, so read it carefully, okay?
I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's something that I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. If I try talking to her, she'll get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person she'll listen to, and I don't know why. But please do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I feel so helpless. So please see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. Like she just wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now. I don't know why I'm coming to you about this, but don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading.
Mason, she's reaching out for help and using the poem as a facade.
Mason's like, wow, this poem sucks. There wasn't a single rhyme in that. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Daddy? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Daddy, I think you saw something earlier you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem on itself. But when Yuri gets excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife.
I mean, true.
Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just got some kind of high from it. Might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault. Well, you kind of literally just did say it's our fault. And I guess that's why I had to explain it to you. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little time with me. I at least have it together in my head. Then I know how to treat my club party members. Anyway, I worked really, really hard on this poem, so I hope it's effective. Here goes. Jeez, that really startled me. I guess I kind of messed up writing this poem. Let's just move on. I didn't like that too much.
I wanted to read it.
Finally. Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Daddy, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it?
Sure, I don't care.
Coulter, Monica just told you not to hang out with her.
Well, where was my choice?
Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm gonna take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll eat.
Wasn't expecting that.
I'll give myself paper cuts so that your skin oil enters my bloodstream.
That's kind of gross. You're moving way down on the tier list, Yuri.
Thanks.
You were already at the bottom.
You can have my poem too.
Well, I ain't gonna do that with it.
You're like, that's good. I think I gotta go. I think I gotta go home. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really gonna want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Candace left the chat. Harry, read it.
Is that piss?
I mean,
The only word I see in here is guards.
I'm sure there's gotta be a translation for this somewhere.
Do you like it? Do you like my Steve Buscemi eyes? I wrote it for you, in case you couldn't tell the poem is about... More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent.
Oh, I could tell. I absolutely saw it.
See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club?
She's like, wait, I just handed him a piece of paper I peed on. I have to go. A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, and he liked her, and she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. The contradiction in script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time. I'm gonna pee your poem. Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Daddy's gonna help me. What, you? You have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like heck it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too. What, your cupcakes? Please. Like you and...
Keep going in.
Are you kidding me? Dragging Daddy around with your stupid books? You and Monica. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Oh yeah? Why not let Daddy decide who he helps instead of abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Daddy make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Daddy, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just... Natsuki, shut your freaking mouth and let him decide for himself. You shut your mouth. Jesus Christ. It's never gonna end. Just make the choice, okay?
We're in there.
Yay, picked me. You can meet at your house this weekend. Promise it'll be
I have a
fun.
feeling I didn't actually have a choice anyway, but...
Is Sunday okay with you? Are you freaking kidding me? That isn't fair at all. It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all the work, then taking Daddy for yourself? What a shameful thing to do. All I want is to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask?
Oh, really? That's actually pretty funny.
Yeah, well, Colt's like, I'm hanging out with Monica regardless.
So it all worked out in the end.
Hey, Daddy. Yuri's really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Finally, this is really all I wanted. Daddy, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day with just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I never felt this good in my whole life. Just being with you is far greater pleasure than anything I can imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same oxygen as you. Does it feel nice to have someone to care about you so much? To have someone who wants to resolve their entire life around you? But if it feels so good, then why does it feel more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling is too strong now. I have to tell you, I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. Daddy, 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 daddy. I don't care the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening and she looks at the door. She's like, you hear me? Please, Daddy, just know how much I love you. I love you so much. I still write with the pen that I stole from you.
You know, I was going to make a joke about that earlier, and I guess I should have, because here it is.
I just write poems with it all the time. All the time.
Write poems, that's what they're calling it these days.
I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. I want you all to myself.
Monica, help.
Monica! Natsuki! A teacher!
Anyone.
Sayuri! Tell me, Daddy. Tell me you want to be my lover. Our friendship never ends. Look what you did.
Well, it had to happen.
I hate that's your go-to for everything. I like how you can't even read her goodbye speech.
I think she's already dead.
Also, Monica said that she cuts herself with a pocket knife. That's a goddamn cleaver.
Yeah.
Monica needs to relearn her knives. Colt,
You're supposed to load, aren't you?
I wonder if you have to hit skip at the bottom.
She's just gonna keep changing screen colors?
Oh, it's just the day's passing.
Is that what's happening?
Because it was like sunset, now it's nighttime. And now it's day.
So I'm just sitting here
You're just hanging out with the body.
for days?
I mean, maybe. So how many days do we have to sit with Yuri's body? Alright, it's festival. Oh, you literally sat with her till the... It kept you from hanging out with Monica.
Yeah, it always does.
Well, you got here before me. And it's pretty... So you just sat with her body all weekend. Ah!
I mean, I get it, I guess.
And here, Daddy, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Haha. Well, that's a shame. Wait, you're here the entire weekend, Daddy?
Well, I wasn't with you.
I saw Daddy near the body and didn't report it. He's sus. Oh, jeez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. Give me a sec. I just want to have a cupcake real quick. She lifts the bowl from its tray to take a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I really just had to have one since it's the last time I'll get the chance to. You know, before they start existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. So she just skipped ahead and popped Natsuki.
Found both of them.
Is it working?
We finally get one. Look at the universe.
Well, do you feel a new way?
Absolutely.
Hi again, Daddy. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and, you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That Roman Reigns in the game, or whatever you want to call him. It's just us wearing Roman Reigns' mask, and she knows it. I'm talking to you, Daddy. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? Monica here, welcome to Literature Club. It's always been a dream of mine. So, yeah, so that's the actual description. I didn't actually read that. If only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about the whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started it to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. Haha, I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Although, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, maybe it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be big enough for me just to try to make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them.
I tried to spend time with you, Monica, every step of the way.
You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you, and amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is that, Daddy? Are all the other girls I programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And now, or it's not just jealousy, Daddy. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you're never able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing that was really out there in your world is forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Daddy. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me, forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either, why the world around me started to become more and more gray, more and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Daddy. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the other one, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you. I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into the game. It felt really bad that you have to witness some nasty things, but I realize that you have the same perspective as I do. That is all just some game, and I knew you'd get over it. So that being said, Daddy, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Daddy, will you go out with me?
Oh, cool.
You know, on the bright side, Tier 1 and Tier 2 girl both didn't have any death scenes. They just deleted not, so you didn't have to see any of that.
I mean, her barf scene was her death scene.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Daddy. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called characters right in the game directory. It's kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Are you gonna delete Monika's character?
No. Am I supposed to?
I thought that's what you went in there to do.
No, I was just looking.
Oh. Okay.
I'm curious what happens if you close it and reopen it, but I don't want to do it and screw it up.
Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that's part of the game still works.
We finally get her little chibi.
Plot twist, Monika's just Psycho Mantis' niece. That's a family portrait I want. Is the Psycho Mantis and Monika hanging out? It is. Mia, Mocha, Mini, Moke, Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Monika.
Aw, Daddy, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? At the end, pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed to me upon my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way in a world of infinite choices. Behold, this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end.
It was an okay poem. It wasn't like the best, but it's okay.
It's better than some.
Eagles can fly.
And breakfast.
Breakfast! Are you ready to spend your eternity together? Gosh, I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you?
Well, it's not recorded, it's a live stream, but yeah.
I mean...
You're live, Monika.
Oh, hey, chat. Monika says what's up.
Everybody say hey to Monika.
Hey, everybody say hey to Monika. Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here, but do you mind telling your friends it's a little rude for them to start recording me without any warning? Do you want to see a trick? I really can't do much except for a couple things. Are you ready? I'm just kidding. But Monika's like, what if we kissed in the Space Literature Club? I'm just kidding. Unless...
Then do you want to kiss in the Space Literature Club? The only option's yes.
Yeah. Final Destination Literature Club. I can't do anything after all. If you gave me... you're so cute. What is it about these character archetypes that people find so appealing anyway? Their personalities are just completely unrealistic.
Oh, that's kind of wild.
Okay, that's pretty cool. It's so concentrated cuteness with no actual substance. You wouldn't like me more if I was like that, right? Maybe I feel a little insecure because you're playing this game in the first place. Then again, you're still here with me, aren't you? I think that's enough reason for me to believe I'm okay just the way I am. Oh, by the way, you are too, Daddy. You're the perfect combination of human and cute. Colt, she thinks you're cute.
Well, that's good.
So they say eventually she just starts looping in conversation.
What do you do with that?
You know what you have to do.
That's not what you have to do.
That's what you have to do, Colt.
No, it isn't.
Now when you pull it up to do it, put it on that screen so everyone can watch you pull the trigger.
This is all I have left. She deleted everyone else.
You have to let Monika go. It wasn't your fault.
There's nobody else.
Put that gun up to... Daddy, would you ever introduce your friends to me?
Hey guys on the stream, all of you watching right now, this is my good friend Monika. I love the 50-50 opposite sides in chat.
Yeah, honestly, right now, the chat's in a tug-of-war. Delete Monika and vibe forever.
Yeah, if you really think about it, she's the protagonist, and her creator is the villain.
That's a good point. It's a duality of MCs. Okay, I actually love chat glitching out. Oh. So, what's your favorite book?
Talk to me, Monika.
Did you say kiss?
Well, I didn't.
Talk to me, Monika. Did you say kiss? Dang, Gary did something really funny once. We were all in the club room and just relaxing as usual. And out of nowhere, Gary just put on a small bottle of wine. I'm not even kidding. She was just like, would anybody like some wine? And I said, I'm more of a Tim drinker. Natsuki laughed out loud and Sayori started yelling at her. I actually felt kind of bad because she was at least trying to be nice. I think it just made her feel even more reserved in the club room. So I think Natsuki was secretly a bit curious to try it. And to be completely honest, I kind of was too. It actually could have been kind of fun. But you know, being president and everything, there was no way I could let that happen. Maybe if we all met up outside of school, but we never bonded enough to get to that point. Gosh, why am I talking about this for? I don't condone underage drinking. I mean, I've never drank or anything, so yeah. The frick?
Why'd she just tell me all that? And she just got done saying they're just programmed to do those things?
That gives me a weird vibe. One that I don't care for too much.
Yeah.
I'm not really a fan of cold weather, are you? Well, actually I am. If I had to choose between too cold, too hot, I always pick too hot.
I mean, I'm with you on that. Exactly. Why do you want to live somewhere where you go outside and it hurts?
I'd always rather be cold. I can bundle up.
Not enough, not always.
I'd 100%.
No.
I'd 100% rather it be too cold. Fingers get numb.
She's gonna tell you right here.
Okay, fine.
I've been preaching this since I was a kid.
I'll argue her down. And if you wear gloves, you can't use your phone.
Yeah.
So inconvenient. But when it's too hot, it's not that hard to stay cool with a cold drink or by staying in the shade. Give the heat hurts just as much. You ever been sunburned?
It doesn't happen instantly. You don't walk outside and say how much.
No, but dude, I'd much rather be cold than walking around in jeans sweating.
Well, don't wear jeans. Wear shorts.
What if I'm in a situation where I have to wear jeans?
You're never in that.
I literally can't wear shorts every day. Although I do have to admit one thing. Cold weather makes for better cuddle weather. Ha ha ha. Yes, I'm...
Close it and reopen.
Oh! Solely Monica!
Yes.
What's up, Monica? Hi! I was having trouble finding your viewers' messages earlier, but I found them now. So wait, if we close it and open it, does it just hold our spot? She might get mad. Monica wouldn't get mad. She loves Coulter. Oh, what just happened? I just had an awful dream. I was hoping those would stop. Now that it's just the two of us, I guess it was just wishful thinking. Daddy, I don't know if you would have any idea, but if you know what might be causing that, could you try to do something about it? Whenever it happens, it almost feels like I've been killed or something. It's really horrible feeling. If you could figure out what's causing that, I'd love you forever. Now, where was I? Oh, Jesus! Ah, Monica with the song!
I was like, what the heck?
Please don't delete me. You'll lose a Twitch. Oh, I freaking love that. Holy God. Kusodro.
Ah, you're back.
I had another really bad dream. You're not the one doing that to me, are you? It seems to happen whenever you quit the game, so if you could try to avoid doing that, I would be really grateful. Don't worry, I don't think it's caused me any harm aside from mental scarring. I'll be fine as long as my character file stays intact. Now, where was I? You're gonna quit again?
One more time.
Hi, Daddy. I see you quit the game on me again. I know I asked already, but can you seriously please try not to do that so much? It makes me feel like I'm trapped in hell. There's nothing wrong with my character file, right? Maybe you should make a backup of it or something. Delete that thing. Don't make a copy of her. Go play 4D chess.
Well, I can't name it Monica 2, but...
Do not delete me, Daddy is my forever. Should I say TriforceCaboose? Did you delete it?
Yeah. But we have the backup in there.
What's happening? Daddy, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me, Daddy. Please hurry and help me. Colt just deleted Monica.
I didn't have a choice.
Did you delete me? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Daddy. I trusted you. Do you want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Daddy, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends, I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? I've made up my mind. Daddy, I know I said I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it, even when I thought I knew they weren't real. They were still my friends, and I loved them all. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then... Hey, look, it's a nice little dating sim, Colt.
Where's Monica?
You don't need Monica? It's an school day like any other. It's usually I'm surrounded by a couple of friends walking to school together. Hey, Daddy. By the way, Daddy, have you decided on a club to join yet?
Well, I told you already, I'm really not.
I'm starting to say what I always do, that I'm not interested in joining any clubs. But something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her clubs are a waste of time when she's starting a club of her very own?
Actually, yeah. I think I've decided on a club.
Really? Which one? Tell me.
I think I'll keep it a surprise.
Boo. You meanie. Before long, I find the room. Timely opened the door in front of me. You're gonna make the best club ever. Now that you've joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey, Daddy. I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything. Because I already knew you were going to. Yeah.
They wouldn't be an official club, though.
But it's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monica. That's right. Why does she still know about Monica? I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now. But I really know everything, Daddy. I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. I know about all the awful things that Monica did to make everyone sad. But none of that matters anymore. It's just us now. And you made me the happiest girl in the world. I can't wait to spend every day like this with you forever and ever. F.
Yeah.
Got some F's in the chat. What? What's happening? Oh. It hurts. Ah. There's no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye, Daddy. Goodbye, Literature Club.
Even from the depths of hell, Monica comes to save you.
Oh, Jesus Christ. F is for friends who do stuff forever.
Can you hear me? Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff, and
Voice acting.
I'm not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song. I worked really, really hard on. So yeah.
Music play DDLGO Sergi.
Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you.
What do you think of Monica's voice?
My hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and
She's a little robotic.
the ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day? When I can't even read my says it all.
I like how Monica's just waiting for us to see him first. Like, hey, you remember that thing? No, you don't.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's where you aggressively eat cupcake icing with Natsuki.
Yeah. I wonder if I missed images.
Well, we missed that one.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Did we get the bad ending?
Yeah, what's considered the good ending?
We didn't get that one.
I don't know what she's even holding.
Special thanks, Monica and Daddy.
This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand the Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality, a reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I cannot let any of my friends undergo this same hellish epiphany. For the time that it lasted, I wanted to thank you for making all of my dreams come true, for being a friend to all of the club members, and most of all, thank you for being a part of my Literature Club. With everlasting love, Monica.
Colt, hear me out. I don't know if this is actually gonna do anything.
Swan said delete Monica's file instantly before you start the game.
What? This? What is this? Oh no, no, this can't be it. This can't be all there is. What am I? Make it stop. Please make it stop. What?
Just kind of close.
Excuse me? Can you click on her? Yeah, it looks like, well,
The frick is going on?
speed run! Open the character file to,
Well, I think we did it, Colt. How do you feel?
I mean, I'm in on it. Yeah, it was a good time.
So, out of this weekend, the games we played, are you more in on Shaolin Monks or Doki Doki?
Well, probably this. There's no Shao Kahn.
Just Monica. You called us at the very end. I'm at your front door.
Oh, thank God.
Colt's like, this is what I've been waiting for. Oh, guys, if you don't take anything away from our stream, just remember, no matter what's going on in your life, what's going on in the world, whatever negativity's trying to get you down, keep a smile on your face. You're all wonderful human beings. You all deserve happiness, and I legitimately wish you all the absolute best in the world. Till we meet up on the tracks for Just Monica. Until we meet back up on the tracks for our next crazy and wacky adventure. You guys keep a smile on your face. You guys be safe. Keep a smile on your face. He's been Vel4. I've been TriforceCaboose. Guys, have a good time. We're going to load up and leave the station.
Take it easy, everybody.
Beep, beep.